Just we'll start with the introduction of work and heat. So first we'll study what do you mean by heat and how heat will transfer. Then we'll come for the work. So this is the sketch you have shown here. Just consider this is a closed system in which mass is kept constant. You can see here energy. It is in the form of heat and work. These are the two forms of energy. This energy in the form of heat and work, it is crossing the boundary of a closed system. I can give you an example for heat transfer. A cold drink can, which is kept on a table, it eventually warms up, and on the same table a cup of hot coffee is kept and it eventually cools down. You can see here. So this cold drink can and a cup of hot tea, it is kept on the same table, where this cold drink can, it eventually warms up, and a cup of hot coffee, it eventually cools down. That means when a body is left in a medium at a different temperature, energy transfer takes place between a system and the surroundings until the thermal equilibrium is reached. That means both the body and the medium or surroundings, it should reach the same temperature, then only the heat transfer stops. You can see here for this cold drink can, the temperature of this cold drink can is very less than the atmospheric temperature. So this cold drink, it is my system here, and the cover of this can, including inside and outside, this becomes the boundary, and surroundings is my atmosphere, which is nothing but air. So as the temperature of this system is lesser than the temperature of the atmosphere, so heat transfer takes place from the atmosphere to this cold drink can. For that purpose, it eventually warms up. Means after some time, it gets warms up. Means both the heat will be continuously transferring until the thermal equilibrium is established. That means this temperature and atmosphere temperature, and both the temperatures are same, heat transfer stops here. So here the temperature of the tea is higher than the temperature of the atmosphere. So as we know that heat always flows from higher temperature medium to the lower temperature medium. Here heat transfer takes place from this heat to this atmosphere. So after some time it gets cooled down. Cool down means, so up to what level heat is transferring here, and this the temperature of the tea as well as the temperature of the atmosphere, when both are same, their heat transfer stops. So this is nothing but the energy is transferred in the form of heat. That is, energy is crossing the boundary of the closed system in the form of heat here. So now how we will define this heat? It is defined as the form of energy that is transferred between two systems or between a system and its surroundings by a virtue of temperature difference. So already I have told you that heat always flows from higher temperature medium to the lower temperature medium. Heat is the energy in transition. It is recognized only when it crosses the boundary of a system. So when this heat is recognized, so only when it crosses the boundary of the system, then we will tell that energy is crossing the boundary of a system. That means heat is the energy in transition, which is flowing. Can give you another example. This is a hot baked potato. So let me consider this potato is our system, and the skin of the potato, it is the boundary of this system, and the air which is external to the system, it is nothing but our surroundings. So this potato, when it is baked, it contains energy, but this energy is the heat transfer only as it passes through this skin of the potato. That means boundary of this system to reach air or surroundings. So here heat, the energy transfer takes place which is in the form of heat. It is crossing the boundary of this closed system. So when it is recognized heat transfer only when it crosses the boundary of the system. So now